Hey guys, it's Jaden here. Today I wanted to show off a observation I made while playing around with a glitch on CTGP. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of this glitch. I'm not even sure if I should call it a glitch. Basically though, what it is in order to make room for more custom tracks, all the battle stages have been removed. But in order to stop the game from crashing, I assume, they replaced all the battle stages with whatever the last race you played was. So basically, if you go in to any race, any game mode, just load a race, play that race, or quit just as long as it's loaded. Then go to battle stage or battle mode, load a battle stage. Then that's the last race you played will be a battle. However, some of the races will cause it to crash. But I'm gonna show off one. I was just playing around with this glitch. I was gonna make a full video on it, but I figured it really wasn't worth it in the end because it's not even, as I said, it's not really a glitch. It's definitely intended by the developers of CTGP. But so I'm gonna do is go into time trial mode, and once again, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna be Daisy in the mock bike, cause why not? But really, it can be any character, any race. Now, what I'm gonna say about any race though, it can even be custom tracks. However, certain races cause it to crash, which I'll post a full list of those races and what I found when doing each in the description of the video. But just keep in mind that certain races do cause it to crash. Now, the race that I'm going to be showing in this video is Maple Treeway, because that's where I made this interesting observation. Now, it's not a huge thing, but I still think it's kind of cool. And I'm not sure, I'm not exactly sure what it means that this happens. Now, it's not going to happen until I go into the battle mode version of it, obviously, but, so I just load up the race, then just quit, because the race has been loaded now that I started the time trial. And then just go to battle mode. And then when I start a battle, it'll go into Maple Treeway as a battle stage. But now I wondered, I hadn't heard of this before, and I don't know if a lot of people did. And I just figured this is simply because not a lot of people would even try or think about doing battle mode on CGP, because it's not very popular. Now, one more warning I should say before I go into it is that whether you do balloon battle or coin runners does have an impact. Because the balloons are all individual objects, I think for certain races this causes it to surpass some kind of entity limit. So I'll just say things kind of get glitchy. So we're going to do coin runners to stop that from happening, because that's not the thing I noticed while doing Maple Treeway. So it doesn't matter what battle stage you pick either. They all load the last race you played. So we're just going to do Delfino Pier, because, why not? It's a fun race. My favorite battle. Okay. So the first thing you're going to notice is that because there's only one spawn point, all the CPUs are going to be starting in one location, unlike being spread out all across the battle stage, like in a regular battle. So you'll see them all there at the start line, all clumped together. And a few other things are glitchy. They're not that interesting. As I said, though, the game can crash quite easily, so just keep that in mind. Now, you might have already noticed what I noticed, which is that in the minimap, the Wigglers actually have those icons that follow them around, and if I recall, those are not used in the game at all, except the competition. However, I really have no clue what this means if you think about it. The Wiggler icons might have been originally planned to be in Maple Treeway, but removed due to being too distracting. I'm not, or they might just be accidentally, they might have been programmed to appear only in the competition, but they didn't think about making it not appear in battle mode, if that makes sense. But it's just a very small detail, but I still thought it was kind of neat, because there is one more explanation, which is by far the least likely, but I thought it was kind of cool, which is that maybe, at one point, there was meant to be a Maple Treeway battle stage, and, those Wheeler icons are a leftover, piece from that, But that's the least likely. But now that I'm in the battle, might as well explain some other things. You'll notice right away that their coins do not appear, obviously, because it was never intended to be a coin battle here. So there's no way to get any points. If you do balloon battle, you can get points, though, with the items, which do work pretty normally. Except I'm pretty sure they work in battle mode. Usually you wouldn't be getting a bomb in first place. However, though, another thing you'll notice right now is that I actually do get a lap count here. And it is possible to finish the race. Now, I'm not going to show you that because it's not super exciting. You can test it out for yourself. Basically, it's like countdown mode. When you finish, you can't move anymore, but all the other computers still can. And the time limit that's going down right now, the regular battle mode time limit, keeps going down. You just can't see it. So basically, the timer jumps to 0. You're kind of just sitting there unable to move, like countdown mode. and then when it ends, the game crashes. Or occasionally it won't, but most of the time it does. So that's another thing. Make sure to quit before you finish the battle if you want to try this out. Again, all you have to do is load the race, just not the races that make the game crash, and then just go into the battle, you know. And that's pretty much it. It's just a short video. Now, there was another observation I made while playing around with this glitch that's, I'd say, a lot more exciting than a symbol on the map that wasn't there before. But, yeah, I'll post another video on that soon as well. Now, well, last thing I'm going to say is, I did check out all the other races that have, like, items that appear, like, the bomb cars and Maple Treeway, or sorry, in Moonview Highway. The bomb cars didn't appear when I tried it out in Moonview Highway. The chain chomps didn't appear in any of the races with chain chomps. So the only race that had, like, this weird extra icon appear was Maple Treeway. But, once again, I like to hear all your hypotheses before this happens, but, you know. So, as you can see, though, the music speeds up when the time's about to run out, just like it would in the race. And it actually speeds up if you're on the last lap, too, of this weird glitchy race. Now, I guess I might as well show you a crash. It's not super exciting, but basically, battle ends. Oh, wait. Alright, hang on. This is what happens if you just let the timer run out. The game never ends. You can just quit. Sorry, I got confused. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do is show you what happens if you do balloon battle, as well as what happens if you go ahead and do finish the race within the battle. So I already loaded in Moo Moo Meadows. I went and did a time trial and quit, because that race is pretty short, so I probably will be able to finish it in the 3-minute time limit, even on 50cc, as all battles are. Once again, it doesn't matter what character combo you use. That has no effect on whether the glitch works or not. Now, Moo Moo Meadows actually doesn't get affected by the fact we're doing balloon battle, so you won't see any glitchy things at all, but we'll do Delfino Pier again, why not? But there are races, like Maple Treeway, that do get affected if you do balloon battle. But once again, I'm putting all that in the description. You don't need to memorize any of it. You can just check in the description before you try out a race. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 laps really quickly. And once again, though, you'll see all the computers in one place. It's kind of funny. Right at the beginning, I just collide with all of them. Yeah, I guess another thing I should bring up now, while I'm in another battle, is that some of the computers you'll notice just turn around, which obviously wouldn't happen during a race. But my explanation for this is, you know, during battle mode, the computers have many different routes they go along. And I think they're programmed to randomly just turn around on these routes, you know, to keep it seem like they're just driving around randomly all over the place. But obviously in a race, there's only one route, which is just following the race. So some of them will just turn around within that one route, though. But as you can see, if I don't suck, I might be able to actually get a point for my team. I'll show you what happens. Well, there you go. I did get a point. But as you can see, you can hold a pretty normal balloon battle on Moo Moo Meadows here. And a couple other races, too. But yeah, now I'm just going to try to get ahead of the computers and finish the race. It's a pretty cool glitch. I recommend trying it out. Just be cautious is my thing. Because, as I said, the races just cause it to crash without, you can't even get into the battle mode at all. Or the battle at all, it just crashes the game. Other races you can load into, but when you try it on Balloon Battle, then it has some like glitchiness I was talking about earlier. And then finally, there's races like Moo Moo Meadows where it has no effect at all. Now, if the game does crash, you don't have to worry. What it'll just do is just bring you back to the CTGP channel, give you an error message, and you can just load the game again. Now, if you want to be cautious, though, I wouldn't try out this glitch just to be safe. But I've had nothing really bad happen while trying it out. So as you can see, though, now I'm on lap 3. Music does speed up, like I said earlier. Looks like red team might be able to win this one, you know. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. All the glitches that happen within the races are pretty cool, but I'm going to just put those in the description. For you guys look at that on your own. Alright, looks like I'm about to finish. But as I said, similar to a countdown mode, you kind of just can't race anymore and the timer jumps straight to 0. So you can't move, but you can see for all the computers they're still able to move because their race hasn't ended yet, kind of like as in like countdown mode. And I can't still get hit or score points. If I had left more bananas around and someone actually hit them, I could score a point right now, as well as losing a point if I got hit. So I'd get respawned. I still wouldn't be able to race though. And the timer, though you can't see it, is still going down here. So the battle will end, and when it does, it'll crash. I might have said this. It doesn't always crash, though. Occasionally, it'll do what it did when I finished Maple Treeway, where it kind of just soft locks, but you're still able to quit the race. But, so yeah, as you can see, it's playing the sound effect. The battle's about to end, though. And you can see it plays the music, and then the game just has no clue what to do, and then crashes. And there, honestly, I think that's where I'm going to end it off for today. As I said, though, there is one other interesting thing I found when playing around with this glitch, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that in another video, I think just to keep things simple. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with more interesting Mario Kart Wii glitch content.